Hey friends, and welcome back to another DFYNE try on haul. It's actually been a minute since I filmed one of these, and that is because DFYNE actually took some time off to restock on the things that were already on their website rather than dropping so many new launches and not actually having the things that you guys want to get your hands on desperately. So they took like a month off from new drops, and now it is finally time to introduce you guys to a brand new, reworked, recolored DFY collection. And I'm actually wearing the first color from that drop right now. It's in the shade Raspberry, and I will show you a lot more about the pieces in a minute when I do the try on haul. But you guys, if you thought that DFY was good before, this drop has just taken the whole collection to the next level. That was kind of like the tea on the collection when it first dropped anyway. A lot of the feedback that we got from everybody was that the sizing was a little off and that the quality just didn't feel as luxury and high quality as all the other collections that DFYNE sell. So the team literally went off, took those notes, and came back with just like the perfected version of DFY. And I know you guys are gonna feel the difference when you get your hands on this stuff. It's insane. It looks so much better, it fits so much better, it feels so much better. Before I get into the try on portion of this video, so before I even get into that great freeze frame I've chosen here, by the way, make sure you stay to the end of this video if you want to be in the runnings to win a huge DFYNE and EHP giveaway. I just wanted to obviously talk to you about the important things that you need to know about this launch. So it's going to be launching at 4 p.m. BST on Thursday the 19th of June. I obviously would always advise to be on the website at the time of the launch to make sure that you can get your hands on the sizes, the pieces, and the colors that you want. Hopefully, fingers crossed, like DFYNE is learning from the past about, you know, not necessarily having enough stock for launches, which I think, quick little side note without me going off and waffling too much, is that you guys need to understand that when there's like such a big demand for a brand, and when a brand grows so rapidly in such a small space of time, it is hard to keep up with the demand. Orders for these collections are literally placed months and months and months in advance, and if that brand grows within that time, like when the orders come in, it's obviously not going to be enough stock for everybody that wants it. So that was kind of like the main issue in the past with DFYNE's launches. It was never like a sales tactic or a scarcity tactic, like, oh, you can never get it again if you don't get it in this drop. So they hopefully are going to be launching a lot more stock in the collections that are coming up, or at least have restocks coming really soon afterwards with stock that will be permanently available on the website and not just sold out. But obviously, like I said, I would still advise to be on the website at the time of the launch, and if you want to save yourself 10%, then please use code AIMSGAINS to support me, because it allows me to keep making these videos and showing off these pieces to you guys before you buy them, to make sure that you're spending your money wisely. Other than that, I think let's just get straight into the try on haul, because I actually cannot wait to show you guys this collection. As you guys would have seen in the intro, I am already wearing the first shade of this drop, which is in the color Raspberry, and I can only really describe this as the perfect mix between pink and red, and I think this name is just perfect for this color. So the collection is coming in 4 pieces in every color, and there are 6 colors, you guys, which is crazy for DFY. Last time there was only 4. This time you guys are being spoiled. Let me get my phone out so I make sure I get this right. So it's dropping in the infamous long sleeve shrug, the strappy bra, leggings, and 4.5 inch shorts. Right now I'm wearing the shorts, and everything that I have on at the moment is size small, and it fits like so much better than the previous drop. I think everybody's main concern was the fact that the shrugs were very, very tight. Like pretty much everybody had to size up in them. I didn't. I still had a small in the last collection, but I will say the small was small. Like it was very tight. I did feel like a little bit restricted, but they have upgraded this so much. A small fits me really well now, to the point where like it's even got room. And not only that, but the actual quality of the shrugs, like they are definitely a little bit thicker. I would say, like, I think I described the last one as feeling like tights on your arms, but the other ones were like 10 denier. Is that what you call it? Where it's like a super light, thin, sheer tight. These are like 100. Like they're so much thicker. I don't feel like they're gonna rip. The quality feels super thick, super sheer, and it's just so much more improved, and I can't wait for you guys to try it. As for the sports bra, I personally think the fit feels the same. I also have a small, which is on the smaller side for me. I think I tried a medium, and I would say like the medium kind of fits me a bit better lengthways, but not widthways. So I opted to kind of keep it on the smaller side. But the main difference about the bra in this drop is the straps. So I'll come a bit closer so that you guys can see. The previous straps were like kind of a really thin spaghetti strap. These straps are still super thin, so it kind of gives the same aesthetic, but they are a little bit thicker, I would say, and flatter as well, and they also feel like a lot more comfortable and sturdy. I can't lie to you, in the previous DFY collection I did have one of my straps rip off in the lagoon color, but I don't think that that will happen with this one, because they just feel like so much more securely attached to the bra. Now, as for the shorts, I sized down to a small. In the previous collection, I wore a medium. They did fit me really well. However, I did find with the medium, it was a bit like baggy in my crotch area. There was just a bit of like extra material. So now that I've sized down and now they have the reworked like stretchier fit, they fit like a dream. And you know how I always say like, oh, size medium is my true size. Like I'm always between a small and a medium. Like no, small fits me really well. So if anything, I would say that this collection now is actually like more stretchy than the previous drop and more stretchy than other collections. So if you are between sizes, I would definitely say size down. And I know you guys have probably all been waiting to see the back, and like guys, I'm actually kind of blown away. I think this collection makes my glutes look second best to Impact, and I'm not joking. The scrunch is pretty similar to the Impact scrunch. There is no contouring or compression or anything like that. I think just having like a higher scrunch and a high waistband, but not as high as Dynamic, so you don't feel like it stretches your glutes out as much. I literally think these shorts are so flattering, and not only flattering, you guys, but comfortable. So I have the leggings on now, and I'm just gonna say right off the jump that I don't think these leggings are that flattering on me, and that is because I did get them in a medium. I think I mentioned everything else, including the shorts, I decided to get in a small, but the leggings, especially because this collection has been reworked now, and it is made of a lot more stretchy material than the previous drop, I just think these aren't fitting me as well as what they could. I mean, obviously they do fit me, but I do prefer a tighter fit, especially just because I feel like even with the glutes, like the glutes aren't gluting how the glutes could glute because the leggings are just not tight enough in all the right areas. I kind of could put like the leggings not fitting me as best as what they could down to the fact that I also have lost a bit of weight recently. Coming back from traveling in Bali and Singapore for like over 3 weeks just meant that like I wasn't hitting my macros every day. I wasn't like training probably as hard as I could. I just don't feel as pumped as what I usually do. So maybe that could be a part of why size medium is just not fitting me as well as what it has done in the past. But I also do think that this collection is way stretchier than the previous one, and I definitely will be returning all of my medium leggings and exchanging them for size small when the collection drops. So you guys know I had to come on here and show a little color comparison segment. This is one of those ones that is quite different because it's a pinky red. There's nothing that exists like this right now. The shades that are obviously quite similar, I would first off say berry. This is raspberry, this is berry. They have very similar names, however berry is like a much deeper shade of red. I do think these would look super cute together, like the little raspberry top with the berry shorts. Stunning. Also, I think a lot of you might have questions about Lava because Lava was the previous red shade from the Defy drop, but this is like a much louder, brighter red. This kind of is like a neon red. This is like one of the brightest red shades that you can get, and the raspberry, she's just a chill girl. They definitely are not similar in the slightest, I would say. We then also have Chili from the most recent Impact collection. I always describe Chili as more of an orange than a red. It's like a fiery orange. So I just don't really think you can put these two girls in the same color category. They are very different, especially when you hold them up next to each other. They don't really resemble each other at all. Now, I know that I do my color comparisons, but I thought I'd also do a little segment of color combos because I have been becoming so obsessed with creating new defined color combos since my collection has been growing so much, and I wear gym wear every single day of my life. I love putting new pieces together. I literally like obviously follow so many of the Defying girls on social media, and I just be like stalking their stories, trying to find new color combos and screenshotting them and saving them in a little folder on my phone because I'm a freak. The first thing that came to mind when I saw this color was to actually pair it with the Ivory Impact shorts, because this to me is giving strawberries and cream. What was that cartoon, that doll that we used to have in the UK? Is it Strawberry Shortcake? I think it was. Like this, she would wear this. If she went to the gym, she would wear this. The second one, which is probably like a bit more of an abstract color combo, is actually Coral, because Coral is like a pinky orange shade. I just thought because they're two very different hues of pink, they still go and pair really well together. The next color of this drop is a shade that we all know and love, and that is Midnight Black. She is a color that is in so many of the Define collections because you cannot go wrong with an all black color. I think this is a little shout out to all of the gym babes who stick within their neutral color schemes, and I know some of you even just keep a solely all black gym wardrobe, and I think you can never go wrong with that. And I'm not usually an all black gym outfit girly. I just love experimenting with colors, but this, I will say, okay. I think it's probably second best to All Black Impact for me. I definitely think I prefer her over Dynamic. Like, obviously the fit of this collection is probably a bit more similar to Dynamic than Impact. But I think the fact that the waistband is a bit shorter and the scrunch bum isn't as long as Dynamic, it's a lot more flattering on the shape of the glutes. Obviously, whatever makes my glutes look the best is the one that I'm gonna steer towards. I will also say that I think these leggings are not as roomy as the raspberry color. I definitely think the black shade fits a lot better on me. And I think like maybe that's something that I will note throughout this video, because obviously different colors, like the dye reacts differently to the material, so some are obviously stretchier than others. The black feels like pretty fine. I still think I could size down to a small though, and I probably will. But just a heads up, like, it's not in your head. Different colors do have different stretches to them. I was not prepared for how much I was gonna love this outfit. I decided to try on another item in Midnight Black from the Impact collection. This is the halter top, just to show you guys different outfits that you can create with this collection, because I think like that's one thing that I don't ever really touch on too much when I make these types of videos, is that I'm not making this video so you go out and spend all of your money on this whole entire collection, because you really and truly don't need everything. You can wear pieces from this collection with things that you already have just to elevate the look. I think the shrug is such a versatile piece. You can put it on top of any outfit and it takes it to the next level. And this is just such a gym baddie outfit. Like, I can't. It's so sleek. I think it's pretty obvious when I say that there won't be any color comparisons or color combos, because black is black and black is like a whole outfit. She doesn't need any other colors ruining her vibe. This is the third color of the new Defy drop, and it is in the shade Meadow. I see why they gave it this name. It's very fairy, whimsical, flowery. That's what it's giving. It's giving nature. And you guys know like green is my newfound favorite color, so I think this is one of my faves from this whole drop. It's definitely on the more muted side of green though, so if you're somebody who maybe wants to experiment with color but you don't want anything that's too loud or too in your face, I think Meadow is your girl. I thought I would talk a little bit more about the fit of this entire collection so you guys can be sure on whether it's suited to you or what sizes to get. We'll just start by saying I did already try on the leggings, and again, I could size down, and I don't want to keep coming on here in the leggings and telling you guys I don't like the fit of them, so I'll report back if they fit good. Other than that, just know that I will be getting a size small. The shorts fit like an absolute glove. Like, I honestly think this is one of the most flattering shorts that DFYNE do, because there's no gaping, there's no excess material. My glutes are living their best life. This outfit is literally so flattering while still being super comfortable. So interestingly enough, I did actually do a measurement comparison of the waistband compared to Dynamic and Impact, and it turns out that the waistband of DFY is actually longer than both of them. I think it's 3.75 and Dynamic is a solid 3. So this waistband is actually longer than Dynamic by quite a bit, but it doesn't feel as long. I think the waistband to crotch ratio is just not as long as Dynamic, and same thing when it comes to the glutes. I don't think the scrunch is as long. I would put the waistband pretty much at a high waist because it does cover my belly button, and I'm 5'7". I feel like I have to clarify this in every single video, because if you're somebody new who's watching this and you want to figure out like what's going to work best for your height, I'll put my stats up on the screen of my measurements, my weight, my height, everything, so you can compare it to what you would typically get. Hopefully that helps you choose a size correctly. Oh, I need to figure my blinds out. These lines are going crazy. When it comes to my sports bra, I actually did take out the padding, so it comes with two little inserts, pretty much as what like all of DFYNE's bras come with. But I think like taking these out was the difference between me needing to size up versus not. When I take them out, it fits me like on the nose. If you want that extra support, you can keep them in because they don't show through the bra at all. You won't get those lines. But obviously you do have to bear in mind that if you're going to decide to take them out, then it probably is going to fit a little bit less supportive. And then as for the shrug, this color fits super nicely. I think I kind of explained in the first clip all the details you would need to know about the shrug. It's pretty much an accessory. It has thumb holes on the front, and then it really doesn't do anything at the back. It just covers your shoulders. It still allows for those back gains to peep through. So when it comes to color comparisons for Meadow, I think like it's such a muted neutral shade of green that nothing really does compare. The two colors that came the most to mind when I thought of this was actually, interestingly enough, Graphite from the newest Impact collection, because it's like a very cool tone gray and meadow like is a cool tone green, but also olive green from the Dynamic collection, but it is a lot darker. The third one was obviously pistachio from Impact as well. This is like the most popular green that everybody loves and swears by. I don't know, I just don't think that any of these colors look super similar to meadow. They all go really well with meadow. Like I said, the color comparison combos are endless with this color because it is more neutral. To name a few, I think it would look super nice with feather beige on the bottom, which actually I've just recently heard is being discontinued, you guys. Do you know how much that broke my heart? This was the first ever Impact color that I bought. It's still one of my favorite shades to reach for. It goes with everything. So if you don't already have your hands on feather beige, I'm so sure there is still some in stock. I also think it would look super nice with Lagoon from the previous Defy collection. Two earthy tone green blues together. I just feel like at this point I'm whipping out every green that DFYNE has ever made because it also would look so nice with palm green. And then lastly, I think this is one that I didn't expect to like as much as what I do, but Eucalyptus from the Motion collection, because this is also a muted green. Like, it's a pastel-y kind of light sage green, and against this meadow I think is beautiful. I've hopefully fixed my lighting from all of the shadows that we were experiencing before, and I was gonna put on the full fourth color, which is the shade Steel, but I saw meadow next to her as I was trying her on, and I just thought, oh my god, this color combo is so cute. And if you were maybe like deciding between like a few colors to purchase from this drop, I would strongly advise getting these two because they go together so well and you can get your wear out of these colors together. And I think it's because meadow is like a muted earthy green shade. Steel is kind of like a muted earthy blue shade. For a darker color, this is surprisingly flattering. I usually feel like dark colors flatten my glutes, but this actually looks great. I feel like the fact that the material isn't as compressive on the glutes means that you still have a bit of material under the bum, and that's what really makes the glutes pop in this collection. The reason why I'm not the biggest fan of 4.5 Impact in comparison to the 6.5 is because on me anyway, there is no excess material. It's just the short straight over my glute, whereas these still have quite a lot of stretch to them. I will say I have actually already worn these outfits to the gym. The one thing that I did pick up on, which is a bit disappointing for me, is that the shorts do roll up a little bit. But again, that happens with pretty much any gym short. It happens with all the other gym shorts that I have from DFYNE except from the 6.5 Impact, and that's why I'm such a stan of those in particular. Okay, color comparisons. We are gonna roll through these because there's actually so many shades of blue that are kind of similar. Let me hold it up against the leggings. So this is Steel and this is slate gray. Definitely a difference, but still very similar. This is indigo blue, which is a lot darker than Steel. This is electric blue, which is a much brighter shade. This is deep sea, which was like the first color that came to mind when I was doing the color comparisons. And then the last one, which I think probably is like similar in the undertones the most, is charcoal from the Motion collection. I always swore that charcoal was like quite a blue shade, but when you hold it next to Steel, it's definitely pulling a lot more gray. As for color combos, I think that this kind of navy muted shade of blue looks so nice with any type of like nude camely type color. I think this is mocha or latte or something like that from the Origin collection. Such a slay. I also think it would slay with truffle. And then lastly, how could I not mention mocha from the previous, is it mocha or latte? I actually just always have this fight in my head. I don't know which one is which. Anyway, with the nude shade that was in the previous Defy drop. So if you already have this will look so nice with Steel. It's hard to show texture through a screen when you guys can't touch this. Like, I wish you could feel how much more buttery soft and smooth Steel feels compared to This Is Lagoon from the old Defy collection. And it just like, this material is a lot stiffer. It doesn't have as much stretch to it. The new collection even feels a little bit thicker too. No, because she's giving superhero. This color is just so loud and bright, you guys. She's called Ice, by the way. She is so cute. She's not normally, if I'm going to be keeping it 100% honest, a color that I would gravitate towards. I can see this suiting a lot of other people. You know, I have this thing, you guys, about my color palette, and I don't think this color is in my color palette. I love blues, but this shade is like a bit too light and a bit too cool for me. The one thing I will say that I have noticed about trying this color on though is that the shorts do feel a bit more sheer. Not see-through because I'm wearing dark underwear underneath these shorts, and I don't think you can tell because, I mean, I can't. But overall, I think like the fit and the quality and the sizing across all of the colors from this collection is pretty consistent, which is good to know because like I said, there are collections where I feel like, oh, I'm a small in this size, I'm a medium in this size. Like, no, The sizing is standard across everything. So when it comes to color comparisons, I could have sworn that DFYNE had an impact color called Ice that I never managed to get my hands on because I believe they sold it before I even started working with them. But I see some of the girls still wearing it to this day because it was quite a popular color. It might not have been called Ice, but it looked exactly fucking like this. So if I can find evidence of that shade, I'll put a picture on the screen, because if you already have that color, I'm so sure it's like the same one. They've just reworked it into Defy because I think the impact version of it obviously has been discontinued. That's the only true color comparison that I, really could think of. I will obviously show you guys the other blues. These are probably more like, let's call this round a color combo and a color comparison, because I know all of these shades will look super nice with it. This is actually ice blue. I mean, it's definitely like an ice shade. It's much cooler than ice actually. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I would necessarily pair these two together, but if you have ice blue, just know it's nothing like the new shade Ice. This is everybody's fave, cult fave, holy grail, electric blue. This color combo will go crazy. I cannot wait to wear these shorts with this top. Also, Glacier from the new Impact collection literally fits this color palette perfectly. And then lastly, not really a color comparison, just a combo. I think marine blue and ice would look so nice together because this is kind of like a purpley blue. Oh hey, so my camera decided to turn itself off yesterday and I couldn't get it to switch back on until it was already dark outside. So we are back. One whole day later, same exact lighting and time of day, same exact full beat on my face, and same exact camera position. So hopefully you guys haven't noticed that too much has changed. But I couldn't end this video without showing you the final color of the Defy drop, which is in the color Amethyst. I'm wearing her right now. She is this gorgeous like pinky purpley shade, and I think this is honestly one of my favorites from this collection. Purple used to be my favorite color, and this kind of shade to be exact, it's so cute. I think it's probably like my second favorite color next to green. Purple and green go hand in hand anyway, they complement each other so much. So yeah, let me get up and show you guys this outfit in her full glory. So here's what Amethyst looks like on. I just can't get over how cute and girly this color is. I really like it, and I didn't expect to like it so much. And if it's summer where you live, then this is the perfect shade, as well as ice blue. I think these two are like the perfect summery shades from this collection. Here is what she looks like from the back. I did actually just train glutes before filming this video, so I think I probably have an extra pump in this outfit compared to all the other ones, and I'm really feeling it. This is like my first proper glute pump since coming back from traveling. So I've taken midnight black to show you guys some of the detailing. So there is the DFYNE logo across the center in the middle of the bralette, and then on the inside it's the Let Nobody Define You. So the back of these bralettes are actually thinner than the front. I'm not sure if you guys can see that differentiation there. And just once again showing you the straps up close, they are like a much more flat, slightly thicker, better quality material compared to the old Defy ones. But overall, I would describe these bras as low to medium support. They're not really going to hold you in if you're part of the BTC committee, but they're cute, and that's their purpose. Moving on to the shrug, it's nice and sleek and simple at the front. There is no text or DFYNE logo over them. The only place where you'll find the DFYNE logo is at the back, across the center, and then you have like all of the sizing info there. And then it's such a cute little touch on the little front strap that comes across the chest area. It says the Let Nobody Define You, if you guys can even see that up close, printed onto the shrug. And then obviously the shrugs have thumb holes on either side. I will say that while the shrugs of this collection are a much better fit and that you very much can stick true to size, if not anything like downsize, like guys, the stretch on these shrugs now are insane. Like I genuinely feel like this is a small and I could probably fit an extra small. So definitely don't size up on the shrugs. So as well as them fitting much better than the previous drop, they do feel slightly longer in length to me. That's nothing that's been mentioned to us. So I'm not sure if that's just because there's a lot of extra stretch in the material. They feel like they come a bit further down, but that's just something that I personally have noticed. So this is the shorts. You have the DFYNE logo on the left-hand side vertically, and then you have it on the back just above the butt scrunch. So the length of the waistband on these, I think I mentioned before, is about 4 inches. So they're actually like the longest waistband, but the crotch to waistband material is a lot less, so it feels more flattering. Also, as you can see on the back, there is a scrunch in the middle, but there is no kind of change in texture or contouring or shaping or anything like that around the glutes. The leggings are pretty much the exact same fit and style as the shorts. The only main difference is that at the bottom on the ankle, the cuff is kind of like a ribbed material, whereas like Impact, for example, obviously has like a little cuff at the end of the leggings, but it is plain. It kind of just matches the rest of the leggings. We were actually informed in the DFYNE group chat about some of the major changes between the old and new Defy. So the design team have basically broken down and said that the shrug is more true to size, The bra straps have been amended, they are more durable now, and the shorts and leggings have more fabric in the quad area, so making them more stretchy. So those are the main changes. All the other changes that I've mentioned in this video, just things I've noticed myself. In terms of pricing for this drop, I would assume the prices would be the same as the previous Defy, so I'll put those up on screen. Guys, there are dead ass no color comparisons when it comes to Amethyst. She is a unique girly. So I'm only coming in here to show you some color combos, and you already know what it's going to consist of, okay? I'm just going to show you all three at once because these color combos eat the fuck down. I have grape, I have light rose pink, and I have lilac. Like, just look how cute and girly this is. I'm so obsessed. This is like an active white girl streak. Okay guys, so that is it. That is the end of my Defy try on haul. Hopefully I answered all of your questions. I feel like I tried to keep this haul like quite thorough and in-depth, but if there's still something you want to know, feel free to comment down below. I just wanted to mention before I end this video that I'm actually running a giveaway for anybody who uses my Defy or EHP code for the month of June. Keep watching for the next few minutes if you want to know how to enter. I have done like a few of these giveaways recently. I did one in April. For anybody who's ever supported me, new followers, old followers, people that watch my YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, it was across all platforms, and I wanted to give as many people the opportunity to win as possible, so I gave away a whole bunch of my used but excellent condition DFYNE clothes. And last month I decided to go for a gift card giveaway, but that kind of only allowed me to give one winner for the time being. So in order for a few more of you guys to be able to win, I'm going to be picking 2 winners for this giveaway. And here is a little sneak peek, you guys, of what can be won. I'm seeing a bit of grape, I'm seeing a bit of truffle, I'm seeing a bit of blossom. The stuff is mostly impact, but there are a few signature pieces in here too, and some Revive stuff. You guys are in the chance to win a whole bunch of goodies. Like I said, these clothes have been worn, but most of them literally only like once or twice. They're in excellent condition. We're going to be giving away 1 box full of size small stuff and 1 box full of size medium stuff. So if either of those are your size and you've used my code and you want to enter, all you have to do is send me a screenshot of your order confirmation to my email, which is amyjesslang19@gmail.com, and I will enter you into the giveaway. And I'm going to keep this open for the rest of June, so even if you don't place an order for the Defy drop and you want to place an order for something that's coming in the future, one of the restocks for the rest of June, then you can do that. Or if you've already used my code, which I love you and appreciate you so much, then you can send me the order confirmation from that. Also, if you purchase more than once, so you make multiple orders, that counts as multiple entries. And I just, again, wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who supports me, because it allows me to keep on doing these giveaways. And I'm just such a giver, you guys. Like, I literally have to give back when you guys give to me. That's enough from me. Yapped enough. We're gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.